Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Dela's Voice. What does success mean to you? Really, in the midst of everything that we are experiencing right now, perhaps more than ever, is a good time to look a little deeper into our own lives and discover what success really means to us. It is my pleasure to have Paul Jebelli, a Canfeild certified trainer on the success principles today with me on Dela's Voice. And we're going to have his perspective on what success means, how to measure it. And we'll hear from him all about his knowledge. And hopefully you'll get as much benefit from this as I know I will. So please help me welcome Paul Jebelli to the show. One second. There we go. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Dela. How are you?
Good. Thanks for being on Dela's Voice today, Paul. I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you very much. And I am very happy to be here too. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. I'm so glad. I can't wait to hear all about your knowledge, Paul. Please tell the audience what it is you do exactly so that people know your superpowers.
Sure. I'm a certified Canfield trainer in the Success Principles. And I'm also the author of the upcoming book, Sun Sufi Self Mastery, which is a spiritual book about love and peace and joy. And currently, I'm also working on my YouTube channel. And yes, that's it. I'm all about success and love and joy.
That's awesome. That sounds like a good plan for life. Paul, what are you thinking about what we're experiencing these days? I mean, life as we know it has been altered for us, right? I mean, we have so much time, more than ever, to look deeper. I see people that I've never imagined would be talking about things like that now, looking inward and trying to really look deep. What's your take on this?
It is, of course, it's sad what is happening, but we've been given a chance to go inside and meditate because unfortunately, most of us in the world don't know how to be alone with ourselves and to go inside and to be peaceful and joyful. And now it's like Mother Earth has given us a break so that we can go inside ourselves and realize who we are and why we are here on this earth. And I'm hoping a lot of people are realizing that's all about love and being peaceful with each other and helping one another and to slow down because the world was going way too fast and it's not in our nature to be going, I call it boom, 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 boom. It's not, that's not how our nature is. We have become very unnatural and we need to slow down and appreciate life and our family members. And success means joy. If you're not joyful, if you're not happy, the goal of all goals is happiness, as someone once said. And it's very important. And we've been given a chance to, and also to not to do things that caused the problem. Also, this is very important, to be mindful and to treat the planet properly and each other so that we learn from this and not to repeat it again in the future.
Oh yeah, like how we come out of this, right?
Yeah.
Is ultimately so important how we come out of this. So okay, so let's jump right into this, okay? I want to take your definition, and you kind of mentioned it in passing just now, and I love that that definition. But let's dig deeper. And if I asked you, Paul, what is your definition of success? What would you say?
My definition of success personally is enlightenment. It means that I am happy, I am joyful, I am peaceful, and I'm living my life according to my passions and what I love to do and be and have, and not to do things that I don't want to be doing, because a lot of people are not happy because they're not doing what they were meant to do. They haven't taken the time to go inside and to see what is my life purpose, what makes me happy, what makes me joyful. And of course, money is important too. Of course, that's one dimension of a successful life, but money is not everything. Money is important, but it's not everything. So why do we want the money for? So it's important that we're peaceful and to meditate, to pray, and to be kind to each other. So that's my definition of success. And there are a lot of areas of success: personal growth, hobbies, do we exercise, do we eat properly? So all of these are how a success life would look like.
Mm-hmm. It used to be that this is what I thought. For me, if a successful person would be someone with a great job, perhaps, you know, like a great house and a couple of cars, and you know what I mean. That's what success looked like to me. A few years ago, I had the pleasure and the opportunity to start looking deeper into my own life, and today I see success totally different. And you are right, success is all those things, and success to me is about what matters to you most in your life. So it's not bad or good, and it's not to be compared to somebody else's life, right? It is just what matters to you. And if you feel that level of happiness and joy doing the things that are important to you, then I say you're a successful person. Does that pretty much sums it up?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Yeah, and I think more and more people are going to realize to be independent as far as working, I mean, because when we work, when we trade our time for money also, that I think it's going to come to an end for a lot of people. We can all go after our own dreams and have our own businesses and be independent and do what we're passionate about, like doing online communities, YouTube, Facebook, and do what we want to do and make a difference in the world, make the world a better place for everyone.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's good. So I want to encourage everybody to leave us comments, and then we can also read them and join in the conversation. So, Paul, how do you measure success?
I learned from Jack that if we ask ourselves how joyful we are at every moment, that's one way we can measure success. How joyful we are. We ask ourselves, am I happy right now? Am I passionate right now? If you're not joyful with what you're doing, that's one way to know. It's your inner GPS, your inner guidance system that is telling you you're not on the right course. You're doing something that's perhaps not what you want to do. So that's why you're not getting the success that you want. So this is very important when it comes to success.
So let's say someone has no idea, you know, like someone someone has a job and they're you know, making ends meet, and they're taking care of their families. What are some questions that someone should ask themselves? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Because that's another really good question. I mean, how do I know that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are you feeling? Let me ask you this, Paul. Was there a time ever when you weren't happy doing what you were doing?
Yes, I was. Yes, it was working at jobs that were not what I wanted to do. I wanted to write books and teach workshops and seminars and offer retreats and make the world a better place. Make the world. I always say I like to contribute towards manifesting heaven on earth.
Oh, that sounds really nice. That sounds really nice.
So that's of course I used to be unhappy too, and what did I do? Now I'm just focusing on what I want to do, and I'm very happy.
So what made you take that step?
I give a lot of thanks and credit to Jack Canfield and doing his Success Principles program, which is called Train the Trainer. And it took me 2 years to do it. So yeah, he was a great source of inspiration for me, because in those 2 years I had to go to do the job that I didn't want to do and learn from Jack, and it just changed my life. Because in his book, which is a New York Times bestseller, he teaches 67 success principles that if we apply them in our life, we will achieve anything that we want. We can
67.
67 success principles that are.
But you're going to share 3 important ones with us
Yes,
today.
this is the book.
Jack Canfield, the Success Principles.
Yeah,
okay.
how to get from where you are to where you want to be.
Oh, that's so good. So before you go there, I do want to say this. I mean, you know, for a lot of people, it takes that moment of kind of, I call it spiritual awakening. I think I talk about it in every talk. That moment of spiritual awakening, when you realize that your life is not working right now. This is not working for me right now. So I better change my being to become what I want to become. So it takes that moment of clicking and the awareness that everybody needs to make those changes. It's as easy as that, isn't it, Paul?
Yes.
That's good. Okay. All right. So go ahead, my friend. Start us off on the success principles, please.
Sure. I'm going to share with everyone the 3 most important success principles, which are the first 3 chapters of the book also. So the first principle, the most important, it's the core of everything else, is to take 100% responsibility for your life and the results they produce.
Oh, I like this. I had a long training with Dr. Sion on taking 100% responsibility for your life. And I think this is so good. Okay. Which means taking 100% responsibility for the way your life has played out, which means that stop blaming everything and everyone for where you are in your life. Okay, sorry, I don't want to take over. Go. This is
No
good.
problem. So we have to drop out of the Ain't It Awful Club, which Jack calls it.
What is it? What is it
Ain't
called?
It Awful Club. Always complaining and blaming others for how my life, your life, our life is not the way we want it.
Yes.
And to really contemplate that we are responsible 100%. Whatever my life is right now, our life is right now, it's us. If we don't have money or we have money, or if I wrote my book and I didn't write my book, everything is me. It's always us. We need to see, what did I do? And sometimes we didn't take actions that was needed to get us there. So sometimes it's inaction as well, which is all goes under the umbrella of 100% responsibility. Now, in the success principles, my mentor, Jack Canfield, teaches a very important formula and concept so that we can learn to apply the 100% responsibility in our life in a deeper way. And it's called E plus R equals O. E stands for event, R stands for response, and O stands for outcome. So many times we can't do anything about the event. For example, the coronavirus. You can't do, this is what it is right now, right? So the response is very important, because how we respond to it will produce the outcome. So, and this formula can be applied in any area of life. It works. It works. So we only have control over the responses, the thoughts we think, how we speak to others, and what are we visualizing in our minds, what are we entertaining in our minds,
what are we listening to, right? What news we choose to look at. Okay.
Yeah,
Thought.
how we are behaving.
Yes.
These are very important. So we only have control over the response, and then the outcome will be better. And if the outcome isn't yet where you want to be, you keep applying the same principle, and we will get there. It's Jack says it works. If
So,
we work,
Paul, I want to reiterate
yeah,
because the response that we're talking about in this formula is it's our own response to
yes,
events, not
yes.
anybody else's. Because let's get real. There's no way that we can control other people's thoughts and behaviors, just our own.
It's
Thank
just
you.
our own. It's just
Yeah.
our own. Events are events, but the
Yes.
response can be different, and it's our responsibility. We're 100% responsible for our response.
Yes.
And then equals the outcome.
Yes.
I'll give a very drastic story that Jack has shared. When the Hitler were keeping people in the concentration camps, there was an individual who decided that I'm going to be happy and joyful, even though the situation was so horrible. And he said to himself, nobody can own my spirit. And he raised his vibration so well that he survived. He actually survived while many people around him were dying. So that's a very extreme example that even in a very extreme bad situation, if we take 100% responsibility, and sometimes we are not actually responsible, but we act as if we are 100% responsible, because when we do that, we give all the power to ourselves. We are all powerful here. We're not giving the powers into outside circumstances. We're taking charge of, I can change this. I can make it better, instead of saying the reasons are out there, and then you become a victim and you can't do anything. But you say, no, I'm in charge, I'm powerful, and I can make things better. It's all about deciding, and then we get the outcome we want to the best that it can happen in that situation. And then things can get better and better because of applying the E plus R equals O formula of taking 100% responsibility. So it's very important. It's a very important principle, and it will change. It changes lives when we really apply this into our life. And also to know that nobody else is going to do our push-ups for us. We need to do what we need to do. We need to meditate, and we need to contemplate and really understand that whatever my life is right now, I'm responsible for it. And it goes with relationships, business relationships, family relationships, any area of life, we can apply the 100% responsibility.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Okay, so now the second.
Yes. So the second one
Second
is,
principle.
the second important principle is be clear why you are here. Be clear why you are here. Why are you on this earth? And what is it? Why are you here? What do you want to do? We have to ask ourselves very deep, important questions. What is the life purpose? What is my life purpose for being here? And I have a very powerful quote I'd like to share from Rumi, which actually helps with this success principle of being clear why we are here. And he says that ask everything from yourself. All the answers exist inside you in the silence of your heart. If we become quiet and go inside ourselves and meditate, we can receive all the answers, because the entire universe is actually inside us. All the knowledge, all the wisdom is inside us if we become quiet and go within and ask for them, and we will receive what we need to do and what is our life purpose. So being clear why we're here is so important. And one of the practices we can do is to make a list of what do I want. So you make a list of what do I want. And there are different versions of it. You can make a list of 20, 30, 40. There are many different versions of how many you like to write. But the best one is to make 101 list of what is my life purpose? Why am I here? Because it's very deep when you have to write that many, and it really gets us deeply into what is it that really makes us joyful and passionate, and how we can contribute to our society, to our country, to the whole world. And there is a powerful meditation, which obviously I wouldn't be able to share it here because it's a very long meditation, which I learned from Jack, which he guides us into going so deep inside of ourselves to realize what is our life purpose. What is our life purpose? And we need to make goals. And then we have to write down goals and be specific about them. It's very important to make sure that the goals are specific and detailed and compelling so that we can commit ourselves to them and then achieve them.
Okay, so when you said write down 101, 101 desires, is that what we're writing down?
No,
101 desires or 100
for your life
purpose, like 100.
Yeah, why am I here?
So can you give us can you give us a couple of examples?
Okay, I'm here to contribute towards creating world peace. I'm here to write books and be an author and inspire people to be happy and joyful. I'm here to contribute towards manifesting heaven on earth. I'm very spiritual. Most of what I'm here for is very spiritual, very spiritual. So these are a few examples of why I'm here and what is my life purpose. Making the world a better place.
So it has, and for it's different for everybody.
Yeah, of course,
right? For
everybody's
right.
So, yeah. So each of us, we have to go inside and see what comes up for us each individually, right? It's not about what I want. Everybody is different, so they need to go inside and see what is the priority, because then you can make it into a priority, prioritize them. Because a lot of things will come and you'll see some of them are deep, some of them are not so much, and then we can sit down and see, okay, no, this one doesn't really, that's not it. This one is more important. And then we can realize what it is that we need to do here. And then it makes us happy when we realize what our life purpose is, because everybody, I believe everybody has within them gifts and talents and that they can contribute to the world and make our world a better place in different areas, whatever that's in them, but everybody has it. And
I call them superpowers.
Yeah, and the education system, unfortunately, did not teach people, help people to understand what their life purpose is. When we go to a school, instead of education means to bring out, not to put in. When we go to school, they try to put stuff in us instead of bring out the genius that's already in each individual. Yeah. And that's how, if from childhood, we were not, most of us were conditioned and we were given a wrong education. If we were given the right education, the world would have already been a much better place. And most people would know what they were supposed to be doing.
So encouraging the things that we are good at instead of teaching everybody the same thing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And I learned from Jack Jack Canfeild, that said, focus on your core geniuses. Focus on what you're good at and delegate the rest. Focus on what you like.
Oh dear. I could delegate so many things.
And teamwork is very important. If you become a team of people that want to do the same thing, and then each person will do what they're good at and what they love, and then everything will go smoothly. Everything will go, and everybody will become successful that way. Nobody becomes successful on their own. It's a team effort. Yeah, if we look at anybody who's successful and they say it, I would not be successful without this person, this person, this person.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can become successful one person at a time. It's about teamwork too, and cooperation and respect and helping each other to get to our goals and dreams.
Okay, that's good. So number one, take 100% responsibility for your part. Yeah. Number two, know why you're here.
Yeah, be clear why you're here.
Okay, all right.
Before we go to principle number 3, I remembered I didn't say something, which is very important.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
It's called the life purpose statement exercise. And I'm going to share it in the comment later so that everybody can practice it and do this. It's Jack taught that. So we do this exercise, and then we come up with our mission statement of what our life purpose is.
Is it long, Paul? Because we have time if you...
I'll write it down. I can write it down. I have it here.
Okay, cool.
It's a series of 4 questions. Like the first one is you have to ask yourself, list 2 unique personal qualities that you feel it's yours, such as enthusiasm and creativity. That's the first part of the exercise. The second part is list 1 or 2 ways you enjoy expressing those qualities when interacting with others, such as to support and to inspire.
Okay.
And then the third step is assume the world is perfect right now. What does this world look like? How is everyone interacting with everyone else? What does it feel like? This is a statement in present tense describing the ultimate condition, the perfect world as you see it and feel it. And remember, a perfect world is a fun place to be. So that would be the third step, that how you and I, all of us, see a perfect world. And then we write down our answer here. Mm-hmm. And then the fourth step is we combine the 3 prior subdivisions of the paragraphs into a single statement. For example, Jack Canfield's mission statement is, my purpose is using my creativity and enthusiasm to support and inspire others as we all freely express our talents in joyfulness, harmony, and love. That's an example he has given. And my purpose is to contribute towards world peace and manifesting heaven on earth. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I will also post it in the comment. Okay. And I have a Paul Jebelli group page. I will put a PDF of it there too.
Awesome, that's good. So yeah, you can put post a link to your page under this talk as well.
Yeah, and I will make a PDF of it available. And then everyone that likes can go and do it. It's very powerful when we come up with a mission statement and then every day look at that, and it inspires us, gives us motivation. This is my purpose. Now, what can I do to make that purpose a reality?
This is really good, because for a lot of people, they've never taken the chance to do this. They've never taken the opportunity to look so deep into really what is my purpose here. What do I like to do? What is my idealistic world look like, right? And also I can relate to what are my unique qualities. I mean, for a lot of us, that's a really hard topic. We don't want to go there, right? We can complement each other on what we think we qualify for, but when it comes to ourselves, we're really not that generous with giving us those compliments, right? So this is a good opportunity. This is a good way for us to find what are my qualities, what are my superpowers. This is really good. Thank you. This is awesome.
You're welcome.
Okay, good. I hope everybody's getting a lot from this. I know I am. So thank you. Okay, so are we ready to move on to the third principle?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. The third success principle is decide what you want. Is deciding what we want. And many of us, unfortunately, have grown up and we don't know what we want. And one of the deep reasons is because of childhood programming, which I learned from Jack Canfield. Since we were a kid, maybe we were imaginative and we were imagining a lot of things, and maybe our parents told us to grow up and don't be a child, and this is not realistic and you can't do this. So we were given a lot of negative self-limiting beliefs were repeatedly told to us all day long. And because growing up we were so vulnerable, they all went into our subconscious mind. And when we grew up, we identified with them and believed them to be true. So this is one of the ways that gets in our way of deciding what we want, is the childhood programming. Now, one of the best way to figure out what we want and deciding what we want is to make a list of 30 things we want to be, 30 things we want to do, and 30 things we want to have. So it's a list of what do I want to be, what do I want to do, and what do I want to have. 30 for each of them. It becomes 90 of them. And that helps us go deeply and figure out what it is that we want, especially if we've been conditioned and maybe our dreams and desires were crushed down by society maybe or other people. So this will help us to reflect and see, okay, this is what I want. I want to open maybe a business, a certain type of business. So writing them down. Another very important practice, and I will also share that on the comment and also make a PDF of it, is doing the vision exercise. Doing the vision exercise is that there are 7 areas of life that we need to focus on. One is financial.
Sorry, Paul, 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second.
Sure, no
so
problem.
the list of the 30 things you want to be, 30 things you want to do, 30 things you want to have, that's separate. And then this is a separate exercise, this vision exercise.
Yeah, the vision exercise is a separate exercise. First we do the 30 list, making 30 lists for each of them, be, do, and have. We make a list first, doing that. After that, we do the vision exercise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the vision exercise, we focus on 7. Now we make it even more clear. It's 7 areas of life that we need to focus on. And one is financial. The other one is career and business. The other one is free time. The other one is health. The next one is relationships. It could be business or personal. The next one is personal life. And the 7th one is making a difference. Philanthropy, contribution. So these are the 7 areas of life, and it's a holistic model. If we want to have a really good, joyful, happy life, we need to focus on all these 7 areas. They're all important. One is not more important than another one.
Yes.
And at least minimum, we should write 3 things in each of these categories. At least 3. But we are encouraged to write as many as we can. Now we can look at the lists that we made, the 30 list of being, doing, having, and seeing if any of those are, which 3 maybe are the most important ones, and we can put them here. Like, for example, I show you this form, maybe it shows like each category. I'll post it on my page.
Okay.
And I will share it. So we write 3 on each. The 3 that right now it's more important to focus on, because multitasking doesn't work. If we write 100 things and say we're going to do 100 of them, and most likely we will do none of them. So we focus on 3 to 5 things, and then we become committed, and then we focus on those ones. Because once we accomplish those ones, then we can go to another 3 and another 3. We
Okay.
chunk it down. We chunk
Yes.
it down, and then all of it will be accomplished this way.
Okay. Is this sort of like making a vision board, would you say?
You can make a vision board with that too. Yes, that's another one. I wasn't going to share that one, but you can make a vision board with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
yeah.
that's really helpful, isn't it? Having a
Yes,
vision
and
board.
Jack teaches that, making a vision board, and then you can make 7 different vision boards actually, and focus on each of them. One is for financial, actually career and business can go into, it's the same vision board. I actually have a vision board as well myself. And then we can visualize them. So when we make these 7 areas of life and then we write what we want in each category, then we can visualize them and make affirmations for them in the present tense. For example, I am
so Paul,
yeah.
sorry. So
Yeah.
do you visualize then your finance and then your career, business, your free time all separately?
It's better,
I guess,
to do
right? I mean, you concentrate on one and then you move on to the next. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I learned it from Jack Canfield, to focus on them each at a time, so that you can focus in one thing and don't get all over the place, because then your mind can focus better. Yeah, and then you make affirmations for them too. You make affirmations for
affirmations are really good.
Yeah, and then you do them both in the morning and at night. So you look at
repeat the affirmations. That's what you do. You repeat the affirmation. Okay, so when you make when you create affirmations, Paul, what are you looking for?
It is very important that it must be in the present tense, and it means that you already have it. If you make it into a future, it will go to your subconscious mind that you don't have it and you will not get it. It has to be present. I am. It has to start with I am. It's very powerful to start a sentence like that. So we will say, I am so happy and grateful now that I am conducting spiritual retreats all around the world. That would be a affirmation. So I am so happy and grateful now that, and then fill the blanks, each individual, whatever they like to put there. So it's important to say, I am so happy and grateful now that. There is a nice one from Bob Proctor I love very much. It's like this: I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis.
This is really good.
Bob Proctor says that if you actually YouTube it, it will come. And he has even created an 8-hour version of it as an auto suggestion to put it on playing when you go to sleep. Yeah.
Affirmations are very powerful, right? They're very powerful. And I know a lot of people look at affirmations and say, well, you're just plain lying to yourself. But your mind believes whatever you tell it. And it doesn't know the difference between truth or imagination. So you might as well feed it good stuff, right? Things that you want in your life. So thank you for this. I'm a big believer in affirmations. Whether I do them twice a day or not, no, I don't. I should start, though. This is really good.
So what is important is to, when you do the affirmation, to also visualize your affirmation too, what it is it's saying, and then feel it. Like Jack says, feel the feelings you would feel, like really go there, like you're living there. It's at that moment. You already have what you want, you're doing what you want, you're already there. So you suspend from this reality, your current reality, and you completely go into the movie you've created in your mind. And then the subconscious mind will believe it. And we continuously do it, and it will attract to us the right people, the resources, everything will come to us that we need to create the life that we want.
This is good. Yeah, that's really good. So what are some affirmations that have helped you, Paul?
Well, there are different types of affirmations. Like there are affirmations we can say, like I am love, I am joy, I am peace, to boost our immune system also, and our vibration and frequency, because it's very important. What we want is just outside of our comfort zone. We need to rise our vibration so high, because what we want is up here, and if we focus down here with the low frequency of lack and I don't have it, then we're in the wrong frequency. We have to rise ourselves that we're already there. And it's interesting now that you asked that, there is a principle called act as if. So we acting as if we're already the famous speaker that goes all around the world and teaches workshops and seminars. We behave that way. I'm already a millionaire. We already put ourselves in that state of mind. And when we keep consistently doing that, the subconscious mind is going to believe it, and then taking courageous steps, like making and doing actions that actually will also, the subconscious mind is like, this is for real. This person is doing it. They're doing this, they're doing that. Putting ourselves in the situation also speeds up the affirmations to come true. And it actually helps the subconscious mind as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna test well, not test, but I'm gonna ask you a little bit of help here, because
Sure.
I know a lot of people who are trying to release weight, to get in better shape, to live healthier lives. So what sort of affirmations should they start saying? I mean, I can think of a couple, but I want to pick your brain. So, you know, what could work? Because obviously, I want to lose weight doesn't work.
Yeah, because
right?
it's saying I want to lose weight, which means
Yeah.
It's a very bad affirmation.
Right? Or I have to be on a diet. That doesn't work either. Right?
Yeah.
Or I can't eat this, doesn't work either. So what can we say instead? What are some things we can say instead?
The affirmations that really work is when it starts with I am. I am is, and a lot of science has been done on this. When we start, someone said, be careful what you say after saying I am. Because it will become true.
It's that powerful.
It's that powerful.
So I okay, let me see if I got this. Okay, so let's test me. I am so happy and grateful now that I have a healthy body.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I lost you, Paul.
Oh, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Yeah, now I have you. Okay.
Your
so
affirmation
I am so happy. Is that good? Right?
Yeah, I
am
heard that.
so
It's
happy
perfect.
and grateful now that I have a healthy body.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
perfect.
I am so happy and grateful that now that I am at a healthy weight.
Yeah, and then you can even put the weight that you like also.
At the healthy weight of?
Yeah, like 160 pounds or 150 pounds, the weight that is your ideal weight. You can also put that into the affirmation.
Okay. That's good.
So it's very important that we say the I am and the I have. So it's already true right now.
And one of the things, yeah, go ahead.
Also with affirmation, another thing is that we also should do the normal stuff too, the rational things too, like eating healthy and not eating like lots of potato chips every day. So when we're doing the affirmations, we should also do the rational actions too, as far as with the
yes, obviously, like don't leave it to the forces. But you said something about something being out of your comfort zone, and a friend of mine, Dr. Ajam, he talks about this all the time. There's no such thing as something out of your comfort zone. He always says the reason it feels like it's out of your comfort zone is because it's not familiar to you. So
Mhm.
I like how you said that, because um, if I'm going if I'm going to make an affirmation sound like this, I am so happy and grateful now that I have a healthy body. I am making a healthy body familiar, or I'm making myself, my subconscious, familiar with having a healthy body. And so the decisions I make subsequently will be in alignment with having a healthy body. So potato chips are not going to be a temptation to me as much as before. And it's like what you said. Of course, you have to take the proper actions, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and actually, when we do the affirmations, our mind will also give us the right actions, what to do, what not to do.
Yes,
Actually, our within us, it will tell us, okay, don't do that, don't do this, don't eat this, eat this. By the affirmation and visualizing a healthy body, we go into vibration of how we can be like that, and then the actions that we also need to do on a daily basis will also come to us.
that's good. That is good. Yeah, I no, seriously, this is really good. Okay, all right. So we talked about taking 100% responsibility. Okay,
Yeah,
and then we talked about finding out the reason why we're here, to
yeah,
us, our
yeah.
purpose. And we talked about the third principle was to uh,
Decide what
visualize.
you want. Yeah,
Sorry,
decide what you want. Decide what you want.
decide what you want, and
Yeah,
then visualize
yeah,
being
yeah.
there.
Those comes under the umbrella of deciding what we want.
Deciding what we want, then visualize being there. And part of visualizing being there, we make affirmations to guide us
Yes,
towards achieving that.
exactly.
Does that sum it up?
Yeah, perfect. You made a perfect summary.
Yay!
Hey, awesome.
um, when we talk about success,
Mhm.
being successful in different arenas of our lives, um, a lot of times we make the mistake of comparing ourselves to other people. Um, what do you think? What's your take on this?
It's not a good mindset to compare ourselves to others because we're all unique individuals and we have a lot of gifts. So when we were identifying with false thinking, when we think we should compare ourselves, because we're all magnificent beings, we're spiritual beings in a human body, we're just incredible. Each one of us, we have so much power inside of us, but we've never taken the time to go inside, and because we were not taught to do this.
so,
We were not taught.
it's true. It's true, right?
One of the most powerful ways for us not to compare ourselves to others and to activate all the powerhouses that we have inside of us is to meditate.
Oh, a big one. A
Yeah,
big one.
yeah. A guru once said, there's a guru that said, no meditation, no life, but with K. No meditation, no life. No meditation, no life. So
Okay, this is good. So I'm gonna write that. So as in, like, if you know how to meditate, you know
yeah,
how to live. And
yes,
if you
exactly.
don't meditate, you won't
Yeah,
live.
yeah,
I once heard that if when you don't meditate, you become no. Hang on, you do stupid things. That I heard that too. Actually, this was from a guru meditator. So she said, when I don't meditate, I become stupid. So so okay, so yes, meditation for sure. What do you how do you meditate, Paul?
If it's okay, I will share a form of meditation that was taught by Shams Tabriz. He lived in Iran 1,000 years ago, and it's a very powerful practice.
Wow. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and Maulana Rumi also, the famous poet, also taught that practice as well.
Okay, let's do it.
First is when you do meditation, know that you're not doing it. The moment you're trying to do, you're gonna miss the whole process.
What do you mean? What do you
have
mean?
to be. You're a human being. You be. Because when you want to do, you get intense. Then a lot of thinking comes because we think. A lot of thoughts come, and then like I can't meditate. So many thoughts are coming.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be and no concentration. And when we concentrate, it's not meditation anymore. We become tense. Meditation is like this. We aware, according to Shams, we sit down and do nothing. So we sit down and we inhale and exhale, being aware of our breathing, inhalation and exhalation. We're just focusing on the breath. With all our might, we're just focusing on our breathing. And to help the process, Shams said that on your inhalation, say I, and on the exhalation, say am. I am. That's it. Nothing else. Just go I am on the inhalation and exhalation. And this will help you to focus. And if any other thoughts come, you're just witnessing them, meaning you're not identifying with the thoughts. You're the sun and the clouds are coming and going, but you're not going to get on the clouds. You're the sun. You're still.
Oh, that's hard, right? That's really hard, but it takes practice.
We can start with 5 minutes a day. This practice will change anybody's life who's willing to commit to it for a whole year. For a whole year. I'm serious. Even 5 minutes a day. If we really commit to this practice, it sounds simple, but it's the hardest of all the forms of meditation. But it's actually this practice that will help us become peaceful, happy, enlightened, anything we name it. Rumi said everything is in the breath. All the mysteries, the secret, the knowledge, the wisdom, it's in the breath. All that we do is just sit and we're not doing anything. Relax, smile. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And to help it, we say I am. And that's it. And every day when we do it, we will feel we want to do it longer. Then 5 minutes becomes 10 minutes, becomes 15 minutes. And the most powerful time to do this is the moment we wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Moment.
Why, Paul?
Because we're sleeping, because we just woke up from a sleep and the mind is not as active. If we go to...
Don't pick this up.
Yeah, I'll eat breakfast first. No, don't do that. Do the meditation first.
Mm-hmm. What's 5 minutes?
Some people, they say it's too much. Half an hour is a good idea, but many don't want to sit for half an hour. So I say start with 5 minutes, because if they make it a habit to do the 5 minutes, then the 5 minutes will become 10, 15. So first is to make the habit, form a good habit, and then quality is also important. Quality over quantity. So if we do half an hour of quality meditation, it's better than 5 hours of meditation that we didn't really focus. So it's very important to focus on it, and it changes life. It changes life just to be aware of the breathing. Very simple, and it's free.
I agree. Yes, I agree with you. My life changed when I started meditating. And so imagine if just 5 minutes a day for the next, they say 21 days it takes to make a habit, right?
Yeah.
So what a 21-day challenge of
awesome.
5 minutes of meditation, breathing first thing in the morning. I mean, you got no excuse, people. You're at home. So if if this was the guarantee that after 21 days you'd feel much more peaceful, much more at ease with yourself, more loving and happier, wouldn't you want to invest 5 minutes of your day doing this, right, Paul?
Yes, I do it every day, and I'm like so happy and joyful.
I can
My
see that in your
my
face.
vibration is so high, like coronavirus, like you can't touch me. I'm like I'm in heaven. I no problem. I'm so good.
What is your affirmation, or do you have one around the coronavirus?
I don't give an ounce of attention to
To
coronavirus.
coronavirus, you don't. You just don't.
I focus
What
on love. I
what
focus
could
on
be?
love.
What could be an affirmation around the virus?
Well, I say I do this every day. I am divinely guided and protected. I am divinely guided and protected. So I'm not even bringing the word coronavirus in there. Not because I'm scared to say the word. No, but why? I am
Why attract it?
why? Yeah, I am divinely guided and protected. You see, if we rise our vibration high, and no virus can touch us. This is big stuff. If
Mm-hmm.
we rise our vibration high and stay there, we're in a high frequency because everything is energy.
Mm-hmm.
We are not going to attract something to us if we're not in that frequency. If we're fearful and we're afraid and oh my god, and then watching the news all day like a mad person and just not letting it go, and washing your hands a million times a minute when your hand is already clean, and buying all the toilet paper so nobody else can buy toilet papers anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
focusing on love and being in the present moment, in the eternal present moment, and the practice that I taught, we can do it all day long. That awareness of the breath can go all day long,
Mm-hmm.
and it changes life. So
Or
that's
anytime you come across a stressful situation, I don't know, like you're at home and you have kids running around, and you just give yourself 5 minutes, go into a silent spot and just do 5 minutes of I am, and then see how you feel. That's amazing. That's amazing.
and
And that's law of attraction, Paul, what you were talking about, bringing the vibration high. So, right? That's how the law of attraction works.
yeah, and it's good for us to know that law of attraction is a secondary law. There's a higher law above it. It's the law of vibration. So law of
Mm.
vibration first, then becomes law of attraction.
Maybe we'll have you on another show where you can explain the law of vibration for us. How's that? That's the deep.
Awesome.
That's the deeper stuff, right? That like that
Super
that
stuff.
brings a smile to your face. Not that you don't smile. I love your energy, Paul. I
Thank
love
you.
how enthusiastic you are about this, and thank you so much for so generously sharing this knowledge with us today. You're a gem. That's your superpower. Thank you so much. You're full of love, my friend.
Thank you so much. And
Thank,
you are amazing. And with your Dela's voice, you're inspiring and changing lives. I love your show. I love your
thank you.
program. It's
Thank you.
amazing.
That's my purpose, Paul.
Yes, it is your purpose. It's an amazing purpose.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to add?
I would like to say that to everyone who's watching, go for your dreams. You can be, do, and have anything that you want. And don't let anyone tell you you can't do something. And don't settle for anything less than what you want. Because you are a powerful being. You know, Rumi says you're not an ocean, you're not a drop in the ocean, you're the entire ocean in a drop. You are a powerful,
Ooh, that's so good.
you're a powerful, powerful, powerful being. The universe is inside you. You are not in the universe.
That's
So
good.
you can do anything. So it's not just dry motivational speech. It's real stuff.
Hmm.
But we need to do the practice. We need to do the stuff to really feel them.
That's
And
right.
then in the beginning, it's effort, and then it becomes effortless.
Nice. Nice. Practice makes progress.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Let's start that 21-day challenge for meditation, everybody. At the end of this, we're all going to thank ourselves for doing it. So I want to thank you again, Paul. I want to thank everybody, all the viewers, for tuning in. And thank you so much for the people who are here watching us live, and for whomever is going to watch this show later. Enjoy. Take what you need and leave the rest. And as always, this is Dela's voice, hoping to spark your soul. Be safe.